Alright guys, welcome to another video here with the Drift Patrol. Just about it, we've sort of, Sunday was a chill day for us. Monday, I've just spent all the day today getting stuff ordered for this. I got 4 lengths of roll cage tubing coming in tomorrow, and I'm just trying to cheat by finding some of the measurements for the roll cage. Obviously GUs have had roll cages before, but obviously not with the floor where mine is. But I'm trying to get all the roof bend measurements. Essentially, your roof bar, your front bars down and that, all of that's going to be the same other than the height of it all. So, or height of the bottom of it. So, you know, you could borderline order the front half of a Patrol roll cage and just cut it shorter and put it in this car. But I don't have that sort of money laying around, so I'm building our own. I think it's costing me about 900 bucks in materials, but like in just the cage material itself, obviously, plus welding, and I'm gonna have a bunch of leftover metal anyway, so that's fine. Now, seen a lot of interesting comments about Series 1, Series 2, 3, 4, blah, 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 with the Patrol. I am gonna go Series 4 front. I already have Series 4 fenders. I'm having a Series 4 fiberglass hood made up at the moment with a 79 style vent essentially, so I can buy headlights, a pair of headlights off of eBay for $200, and I'm getting a grill for like 150 bucks. The only really hard part of the whole thing is getting a Series 4 front bumper, and I only want about that much of a front bumper. My idea is to basically find another bumper from a factory car that I can graft onto it to get the height and the look I sort of want with this car. Obviously the sides, where the side of the car sits, that's where I want the bumper to sit. I'm pretty sure the Series 4 is not going to be deep enough for what I need, so I need to be able to add something onto that to get that sort of super low ride height that I'm after. What else? Yeah, the Subaru Forester comments are funny as, honestly. I think the biggest thing, I went and parked it next to a Forester at that meet, and I didn't film with this camera, but the biggest thing is a lot of the Foresters in a certain year, certain series came burgundy with that same color flares and everything, and it's a wagon, so it's easy to make that visual, you know, that quick visual link. But anyway, today it's a lot of measuring and stuff. I don't know how much will get vlog done in this, but it's basically working out what we need to do with the cage, and later in this video you'll see we're hopefully going to build out this entire cage in this video. All right, so it's a little bit on in the night now. Just had a little play, set up the tube bender, and I've got some, what's that, NB40? Was it NB40? The stuff I use for the Zook. Bigger pipe, not cams approved roll cage stuff. It's fine for the wheeling stuff, but not for cam stuff. But we've gone ahead and I've bent up, honestly, just by eye, really, for the most part. We measured our angles and stuff, but as far as lengths, I sort of went, oh no, I did measure a little bit, didn't I?
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Looked at it and said that'll be long enough.
My idea was to basically bend up 1/2, and that is exactly where it needs to be. The bend tucked up. We're actually gonna, what do you call it?
Yeah, build a gusset.
No, not the gusset. To cut into that, we're gonna
notch it.
Notch it. We're gonna notch it into the roof there, and then run down, and we're gonna do obviously a box for the cage to sit on as per regulations. But yeah, that's where the main hoop is going to sit. I think, is that touch further forward? Oh, it's a smidge further forward than it's going to, further back than it's going to be. But yeah, that's the start of the hoop. I have a pneumatic bender on its way around here tonight, and then all the roll cage stuff should turn up tomorrow. So I just wanted to do these couple bends here just to see if I know what I'm doing, or remember to know what I'm doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like riding a bicycle.
Look, as we said when we were doing this, I obviously would have been better to wait to put the body on with the cage sort of thing. But at the same time, look how much we got done in that 6 days. So we're technically on to day 7 now, even though I've only probably spent 2 hours on this car today. But yeah, 1/2 hoop, just to give myself an idea. That way I can bend the other half. The only measurement now that I need to do is work out the distance across the roof before I start the next bend for the other side. But overall should be pretty good. I get a little bit miffed by how you lose or gain length on the bends. So when I built the cage and the zook, we lost a couple lengths of pipe just due to the fact that we basically would measure it out, make our markings, and then by the time you made the bend, I can't remember if you lose or gain. But yeah, there's calculations for that. I don't know them, so I'm hoping I can get them. I'm pretty happy with that pipe that we did though. That's definitely gonna make things easier for tomorrow when we start cracking on with the proper cage stuff. All right, day 2 of this vlog, and we have woken up with a lot of motivation. I had Ross, my buddy, come and drop over a air-assisted bender, so I don't have to use my manual one. We had that first bar bent up, which I was happy with. I'm still waiting on the roll cage to be delivered, but what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna get onto removing the dash and the carpet. I really am in two minds whether to remove the carpet or not, but I think I'm just gonna have to remove the whole carpet, pull the dash back so we can make a front leg and all that sort of jazz. So I'm gonna get to work on stripping, not stripping, but yeah, removing a lot of this interior out of the way. Alright guys, much longer in the day. Honestly, I think I was a bit ambitious thinking we'd do the cage in one day. So, sorry we've missed a day of vlogging, but we're trying to get as much of this built as quickly as we can. And I don't want to put vlogs up like a lot of you guys have commented about Rob Darm and yeah, a bunch of different YouTubers that are taking literal eternities to build cars, and we're absolutely smashing this out, which we are trying to do. So, main hoop is 100% like exactly where we want it. It's literally touching here, touching up on the roof. The gap up there is absolutely perfect. We've got room underneath to do our boxes. I've got them being cut by my buddy at Drag Tech Custom, or Drag Tech. And Irish from next door, he's an engineer, so he actually did the drawings, and we've emailed them across to Drag Tech, and he's going to be cutting them out. So right now I can drop this back down a couple inches so we can get the welding all around the top that we need to do. So that part of things is actually really good. We're very, very happy. The main hoop we did first try. When I say first try, like we didn't have any wastage. We had to bend one bit a little bit more than we did the first time around, but other than that, we did a really freaking fantastic job. I kind of remember or feel like the main hoop's the hard job, and I'm getting the brash realization now that it's actually the front legs that are the hardest job, because you've not only got to do straight up and a bend, the next bend you've got to sort of bend back to run along this part here. So we're trying to we are using a lot of measuring, a lot of angle tools and stuff like that to try and get it right, but you know, a certain amount of it is by eye, and we already established that Brad's eyes, so that fire extinguisher is still down there. We established that Brad's eyes aren't the best, and there's a bunch of people that commented, you need more fire extinguishers. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's another one in that shed, and that's 5, and I've got some around the other side of the house as well. So yeah, don't stress, we get more than enough fire extinguishers for a house, outside area of a house. So yeah, we're pretty confident we're all good there. We're gonna go ahead, we've done one bend here, a 20-degree bend. The next bend we're about to do is basically, we've slightly turned that angle, which will make this not only a bend like that, but a bend to the side as well. So how much do we got to go on this one?
It was around 45 to 50.
Let's see how we go. All right, so we've made our bend. We've gone, what did we go to? 70 degrees.
Yeah.
Well, 70 degrees are total, and we've guesstimated that we're taking out a bit of, yeah, it's because you didn't undo this one first, which is now tight.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah. Yep. we have to be super careful because we nearly dropped a bar on the 8.6.
Couple of times.
Yeah, all right, let's pop that in and see where we're at. Looks very tall.
Might try going through the front first. Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, you need to go
Through the back.
through the back window, maybe. Oh yeah, I'll do that, yep. I'll come around. Okay. Yeah, so that's the wrong side. So that'll be for this side. That's what one thing we're worried about is which side. So we bent the wrong way. Well, not really the wrong way. We could have gone either. So now we know we've done that way. Come back to this side. We're not far off. It's looking pretty good. Oh man, that's looking real good actually.
Yeah.
The gap here is bigger than I'd... Yeah. We kind of want... Yeah, we needed to go... Let loose. Yeah, we needed to go much more. No, we're going to have to go again. That's going to need to be way more of a... So basically, we've turned this, but nowhere near enough. Bugger. Alright guys, so we did made a mistake. But we're going to make it right, and the best way we can do it to try and get our bends correct, we're actually shortened it down there, and we're cutting here, and we're going to clock it so we can get the exact angles that we want to get, and that way it will sit snug up into the roof. So essentially that's what we're trying to do now, is to get it all snug and work out, you know, the exact what we want to do from there, and then all of this can drop down together and get welded properly. You know, once we do our proper bend. So unfortunately, this is very expensive material. That's probably, what was that, like 2/3 of the bend? So probably $100 fuck up. So try not to do more of that. All right, after much stress, we have bent up a new one. We're about to do the testo fitto. Where are we? So it's just a smidge long down there.
Probably. Yeah, we trimmed the last one.
So, oh, maybe it's because this is still a smidge long, because then
it's not notched.
That would drop back to where it needs to be. Alright, I'm gonna have to put the camera down, but you get the basic idea. We are tucking. Alright, day 2 on the roll cage build. We got Brad's just turned up, full in blister this morning. Only because I've been up early. As soon as it cracked 9 o'clock, I was out here grinding. Sorry, neighbours. But I've gone ahead and made a crossbar and also a secondary gusset crossbar, and that is also welded around there, and then I've put this on. Don't worry, I didn't put this on and forget to weld it. We've just dropped the cage down because it obviously should sit up nice. It sits up super tight and nice and in there. But I'm going to let Brad cruise along. He's a better welder than I am. So he's going to cruise along now that it's dropped down. There's plenty of room to get above it. If you can see there's a ton of room to get over the top and weld away. And then basically we need to do some rear legs and some crossovers on the back of the cage, and that will be sufficient enough cage for what we want to do. Then it'll just be a case of the boxes at the bottom and a ledge just down here as well for the roll cage, and we'll have a completed roll cage. So yeah, I'm probably not going to do door bars immediately. We'll see how time goes today. I do want to do a single door bar at least, probably just a single door bar, because I don't want it to be crazy hard to get into, and this isn't a competition car. So yeah, probably a single door bar. I'm retaining the factory door bar still as well. If you can see it inside the door there's a big reinforcement bar in the side of the patrol doors, and because I'm still retaining the pillars of the patrol, they're still going to be super strong and will work. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of Brad's way now. I've done a bunch of cutting and welding and work on some CAD designs, some cardboard aided designs to get the front standoffs done for the roll cage. The rear ones are getting cut at my buddy Drag Tech's now, well, this afternoon. So I'll basically get a CAD design for these foot bits, and when we go there, hopefully he can just quickly bend me up a plate to suit these corners as well, and we'll be cooking with gas. I'm very very pumped with how this is all coming out. Super tight. I actually have surprised myself quite a bit with, yeah, it's it doesn't even need to be, it's super tight. Even just to drop it down was a mish.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're very happy. We're going to be able to stitch the car all over the place, and then yeah, in the future we'll add some gussets and things like that as well. But very happy with how things have been turning out. I'm going to keep cracking, and yeah, it's all yours.
Thank you.
All right, we are kicking goals. We've actually painted up a little bit just because we wanted to paint up on top. We're still obviously waiting on our boxes to put there and there to be able to weld this cage down into the car. We just cut, well, we cut and what do they call it? Notched our rear legs now, and we're about to start on a cross for the back hoop, the main hoop, and then we're also probably going to do a cross. Well, no, we don't need to do a cross there. We need to do a thingo bar, a harness bar. Alright, we've gone ahead and done a full X in the back, so that is being welded in right now. So full X because we're going to be taking passengers. I was looking over the regs, and basically to take passengers this was not required but advised, and I'm going to end up doing some pretty silly drifting in this car, so yeah, it's definitely good. These back legs we haven't welded in yet because we're waiting for our plates, and we'll be able to, obviously, you can see there's room at the top there. We're going to be able to weld these in without dropping the cage. So basically I'm heading to a buddy's house later this afternoon to pick up the base plates and all the other plating I need, which means tomorrow I'll be able to finish off this roll cage. Alright guys, haven't had a lot of time to update just because we've been going absolutely hammer and tongs on getting this roll cage sorted, but as you can see behind me, she's all in. All the roll cage is in. I just realised there's a big part I didn't paint, but it's pretty much for the most part painted. We have all the bars you could ever need for what we're doing with drifting. I haven't done door bars yet. I'm still undecided. I don't, but I do need them. I have standard intrusion bars for the doors, so I'm not stressing on it yet, but it's definitely something that will come in the future when I have someone a little bit more capable around. To be honest, I'm kind of overdoing roll cages just at this very minute, but I'm very happy with what we've got done. Like when you've got all the dash back in here, that area there, we're going to do something with, but we're going to do something with that when the windscreen's out. We'll fill it. We're going to basically run a piece of carbon fiber the whole length across there. That's the plan. Got the NRG harnesses in now. I did my harness bar a tiny bit too high, but honestly, when I put the next seat in, the NRG fixed back seats, I may even prop them up. I may prop myself up a bit higher anyway, so it'll help with that angle. Like, it feels good.
Yeah, it looks fine. It's probably 3, maybe 4 inches too high, but if you prop the seat up by 50 mil, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
I think it's sort of within tolerance, but yeah, overall feels good in here. Like it feels, I don't know, sitting in here you don't know you're on a patrol. Obviously the roof sits up a lot higher and obviously you've got a tall windscreen. But other than that, you know, for all intents and purposes, looking forward, I have a full 370Z and, you know, nothing's really changed there. All the dashes back in. I haven't plugged the battery in yet, but I've reconnected a bunch of stuff. So this will all work, and including the stereo. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to put the front speakers in before testing, which is going to be in tomorrow's vlog, and also tomorrow in real life. This was... yeah, big rush. That's why I couldn't get as much vlogging done as I wanted to do. But yes, we are officially at day 10 of working on the Uniswap here, which is the 370Z chassis with the Patrol on top. Day 10, we went from a 370Z, just basic drift car underneath, to a full cab swap, now fully caged. A lot of finishing up got done over the last week as well. The back end now is all together and tight. I'll show you guys that right now. So we do have our top bars here, which we had before. Flano went ahead and connected my overflow bottle, which was just bolted down there, now welded up here nice and high where I want it, because we're going to do a cover over all this. Eventually in carbon fiber, but just for now going to do it in like signboard to cover up to here, so everything under here will be able to be dirty and stay dirty. Got these removable corner ones because I figured if we cop a hit in any way, it's going to be down low and it'll be in that corner. So if we get any hit in the lower corners, those bars can bend and they're replaceable, as in they're bolted on. So yeah, we're definitely getting there, cooking with gas. Everything's looking very, very cool, and couldn't be more stoked. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Throw us a like, throw us a comment, let us know what you think, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I like it.